Among the usual post-college survival guide subjects, writing a winning resume, landing the entry-level job, there is a lengthy selection of books that directly address the current psyche of 20-somethings after graduation. Titles like Defining Decade, Why Your 20s Matter and How to Make the Most of Them, A Short Guide to a Happy Life, Life Code, The New Rules for Winning in the Real World, and How to Be Richer, Smarter, and Better Looking Than Your Parents are prevalent on 4Grad bookshelves and Atlanta Barnes & Noble stores. Time Magazine's May 2013 cover story, The Me, Me, Me Generation, discussed the positive and negative emergence of millennials in America. Buzzwords like narcissism, entitlement, fame, and social media obsession were directly associated with this age demographic. As an investigative piece, this story endeavors to identify a possible link between the 20-somethings' obsession with social media and the psychosocial phenomenon known as quarter-life crisis. Joel Stein's The Me, Me, Me Generation calls the development of millennials stunted because more people ages 18 to 29 live with their parents than with a spouse, according to a 2012 Clark University poll of emerging adults. Laura Bennett's article, Generation Wine, addresses the many publications and books written specifically on what she calls the recession's unlucky children and the unprecedented period of paralyzing limbo in which 20-somethings now exist. In Transit Magazine, an online publication written by 20-somethings specifically for 20-somethings, they published The Cost of Social Media on 20-somethings as an examination on how social media aids in the creation of facades instead of true depictions of real people. When mentioning Facebook, this article said that these sites now provide us with metrics for our own self-worth, giving us ways to measure our friends' counts, real or not, our perceived beauty, and ultimately our self-esteem. The psychosocial implications discussed in this article directly correlate with the fluctuating emotions, feelings of self-doubt, and search for identity acceptance that lead to crisis, specifically identity crisis. According to psychologist Erik Erikson, humans encounter identity crisis at several stages in life. The crisis specific to the 20-something age group is the intimacy versus isolation stage. This stage covers the period of early adulthood when people are exploring personal relationships. Erikson believed it was vital that people develop close, committed relationships with other people. And those who are successful at this step will form relationships that are committed and secure. Hence, this investigative piece would argue that the obsession with social media and the false sense of genuine connection and relationship it can foster leads directly to an unanswered crisis at earlier stages in life. This notion is backed by news broadcasts like NPR's February 2013 Facebook Envy, How the Social Media Network Affects Our Self-Esteem, and Katie Couric's April 2013 interview with Dr. Cross Whitburn on the subject of life crises. But there is nothing more clear than the rants of 20-somethings who take to social media platforms to let the world know about their true thoughts, concerns, and actions on the issues directly affecting their identity's livelihood. Social media, like many things, is a double-sided coin with positive and negative factors. This story hopes to shed light on the mechanics that lead 20-somethings to being without true identity because of obsessive social media interactions.